Hi. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Thank you so much for clicking. As you can see, I'm holding a book, and you know what time it is. It is time for gist. Anyways, no need to talk too much. Gather around, carry your popcorn, carry your drink, carry your cabin biscuits, drink tea, sip some Fanta and Coke. Moving on, let's talk about what happened in the love part today being Wednesday. So as you know, Auntie usually comes to the house to talk to the love guests about how their journey has been every week. So today she started with Bola and she spoke about like 4 major things. The first thing she asked is about them changing their last name to the ladies, and then she spoke about their faith. She talked about location and relocation. She talked about family responsibility or obligation. Yeah, those are some of the major things that she talked about today. So I'm going to start with Bola. So from the beginning, she was talking to Bola. Bola was like, and we are beginning to understand each other. And Arnold surprised me. In this conversation, Arnold was just talking about the fact that that now he's getting to know Bola better, that things are beginning to look so good, that he's definitely going to marry Bola. Because Auntie was like the possibility of getting married. He said definitely, and I'm like, Arnold, I thought you were the one discussing with Kachi just which day here that they're not going to be saying anything again, that Bolanle should just have her way, that you are just managing her. I don't know. I thought I heard something like that. Please, if you heard something like that too, please, I would like you to leave your comments below. And I've been getting this vibe from Arnold here since on Friday after the ex left, and on Sunday after the host said, do you think Bolanle is just a task to you? That question, I feel like it hit him so hard somewhere in his heart of hearts. So he has been calm. He's not the normal Arnold that is always up and about. He has been calm somehow. I feel so. I may be wrong. So please let me know in the comment section. Moving on, Auntie now asked them, okay, are you going to take his last name? She's like, yeah. She now asked Arnold what his last name was. He said his last name is Okuni. So Auntie now started calling Bolanle Mrs. Okuni. And Bolanle was so excited. She was just laughing, blushing, happy everywhere. Now talked about relocation. Bolanle said, well, that she doesn't mind relocating to Lagos because she stays in Abuja, if you don't know. She was like, well, she doesn't mind moving to Lagos because she has always even said that she's going to move to Lagos to come and do some courses, just come to Lagos for a while. So she has been calling some friends already, speaking to some friends about her moving into Lagos. Antina asked them how many kids they would like to have. Arnold said, well, he doesn't mind 3 kids. Both of them were just saying, oh, I think 4 is good. This was saying, oh, I think 3 is good. Auntie said people should go and settle it. But then, they are moving mad, they are moving good. Auntie asked them about their faith. This is actually something that they need to talk about because Auntie told them that as well. She said her dad is Muslim, but all her sisters are married, and her dad didn't really have any issues with her sisters getting married to Christians, though there was an issue at the beginning, but then they still got married to Christians. They did Christian marriages. So Angela started asking them, what would you do if your dad now says, okay, since all my other daughters married Christian marriages, what if now he said, you as my last daughter, I want you to marry the Muslim way? Arnold now said, because she was asking Arnold, what is he going to do? Arnold said he knows that his family has a strong influence on him, like his immediate family, like making decisions and all, but then that they are going to discuss it, and when they get to that bridge, they are going to cross it. So that is about it. Antina asked them if they have any family obligation, like do you have anybody you take care of? Bolanle now says she has this girl that she takes care of, that her parents died, so she decided to take it upon herself to take care of the girl, just give her like upkeeps, those kind of things. Anna was like, he's just hearing this for the first time. She was like, that she's sorry, she was going to discuss it with him, but that is the obligation she has. So moving on to the next couple. The next couple was Double Chris. Who is feeling Double Chris lately? Like they've been vibing, they've been getting along, and I really like like that. So one of the things that Auntie was talking to them about is that now they are loving up, and what's up, have they discussed a lot of things, and it turns out that they've discussed a lot. They said they discussed about their kids. According to Chris view, that if he has a daughter, it's good for him, it's okay. If Chris now wants more, it's okay for him, but he just wants a daughter. And Chris was like, yeah, that she wants 3 kids and she would like to have a daughter first. And they said, what is it about this daughter thing? So they said, well, for Chris view, he said he likes the fact that a girl can do a lot, take care of her younger ones, take care of things around the house, and yeah, and also Chris is also a firstborn in her house, so she understands all this, taking care of. So she really would like her first child to be female. Then they now started talking about how far after the house. Auntie said, what's up with you guys? They said, yeah, that they've already planned on working on some projects, that they're thinking of doing things together, that they have this humanitarian project that they are talking about already, that Chris likes, she has a passion for widows while he has a passion for young people, so they want to come up with, a project to do something about it. So the next thing that Auntie now asked them was about their faith. They're like, yeah, their faith is same, they don't have an issue at all, they're good, they're fine, they even pray together. So okay, relocation don't call, because Chris stays in Calabar while Chris Ville stays in Lagos. And I started asking them about, okay, who is moving, who is staying. Chris said she doesn't mind to move, and after that started asking about cohabiting in the same house before marriage. Chris now said, well, she doesn't do that normally. She has actually always been in a long distance relationship, but in this 2020 she said to herself that she's going to try new things, take more risks. So she doesn't mind if Chris Ville wouldn't mind her coming over. She wouldn't mind actually moving in with him, like coming to stay and all whatnot. And then I asked them, what's up with responsibility? Do you have any family responsibility or any obligation? They're like, yeah, nothing really. But then according to Chris Ville, he knows that his mom has her business, his younger ones are doing good, but he knows that there are times where he's going to come through for them. They don't need to ask him for anything. Chris, on the other hand, also now said the same thing as well. Now said they are taking baby steps now, but they are intentional and they are planning, that they are loving up now, and they've actually kissed. So double Chris have kissed, they are loving up, and according to her, she likes holding him and he likes it when she holds him. They're just all mushy, loved up, and yeah. The next couple was I-Tricia. Now I-Tricia always giving us the love vibes, the couple goals, doing some things, not too much stress, all love. Anyways, so Auntie asked them how far have they been, how are they going, how are they holding up, how is everything going. So according to the words she used, Teresa was like he assures her every day, and man, she has fallen. Auntie was like, so all the walls are broken. She was like, yes, so just like the wall of Jericho, it has fallen down flat. Like I actually assures her every day, and the message that they got from home is a major factor. It contributed to the fact of her assurance that now both moms now talk. According to Ike, his mom calls Teresa my Agbani, and Teresa's mom said, and her mom and Ike's mom talk every day now, like they call each other, and they cannot just wait for them to come out of the love part and just get married. I'm like, really? Even Auntie was surprised. Really? That kind of thing is what is going on. So you people are doing real love outside this house, So they're already doing in-law matters and all that. So yes, the marriage with Teresa and Ike is definitely going to happen. As I asked them about kids, they said they wanted 3 kids. Teresa said she wanted 3, but Ike said he wanted more. He doesn't mind. Now talked about surrogacy. Now talked about prenup. Talked about location as well. Ike is like, well, he's going to make sure that Teresa comes to Lagos, though he knows that she wants to come already. Though she says she loves Abuja, but Teresa said she wouldn't want to leave Ike alone in Lagos, so she's just going to go home, stay for a short while, see her family, and then come back to Lagos and be with Ike. When Auntie asked them how far any family obligations, any responsibility, Ike said the only obligation or responsibility he has is to take over his father's business, and that is it, and is okay. Then for Teresa, she's like, well, she doesn't really have any responsibility or obligation in her family. Moving on to the next thing, Auntie now asked them, so what's up? What is their goal? How is this going to end? They now said, well, how it's going to end is that they're going to be the ultimate couple who is going to spend their together forever. Aww. Isn't that so sweet? The rhyme there though. Did you see that? Did you see what I did there? Yeah, that was what they said. The next couple was J-Cob. When they came in, Auntie asked them, so what's up? What's going on with you guys? So they were like, did you receive any message from home? They said yes. So Nkechi said the message she received from home was just them basically telling her, you know, to get to spend more time with Jay. And also they said, oh, you're called because Jay calls her but watermelon, while she calls him sugarcane. So they were teasing her with that. They told her that she focus more on Jay and their relationship and getting to know each other more. But Jay now said his family told him that they were proud of him and he should also take out time to know Nkechi more. The next thing that Auntie now asked them was that so now they're taking time to know each other more. Nkechi was like, she has noticed that Jay is not that kind of person, but she too, she's not also that kind of person, and she has always known that guys are the ones that are supposed to be affectionate. Like the lady will just wait, you know, then when the guy does, but she's not complaining, it's okay, because he also tries to show his affection in several other ways. For example, he bought her a perfume. So Jay was not explaining that the time he even bought her perfume was in February, like Valentine's Day. That time she was still, you know, following Kachi. She was not laughing that no, he said it's a lie, you were following Kachi that time, but then that particular day she even made him angry, but he still decided to give her the perfume. He got the perfume when he was coming to the house, that whoever the girl he's going to be with he's going to give her that perfume. So yeah, he gave it to her. He now also said that today he washed her clothes for her, and she's not going to say that one now as that later she will now say he didn't do things. So yeah, he washed her clothes for her as well. So yeah, that in his little way that he's showing how that he cares, that he doesn't want to come and do what every other person is doing. Everybody's just coupling up, doing here and there. That he doesn't have to be like that. He doesn't want to follow the rest of the people. He's going to do what he feels like is right. He doesn't want to talk about some things here and want to talk about things when you come out of the house, and so on and so forth. And then I asked them, okay, what about your faith? And if you notice, from time immemorial, since they started, this faith thing has been an issue. Jay doesn't believe in paying of tithes. That is one thing that Nkechi believes so much in. I don't know how they've talked about that, but now Jay has now come to say that he is not a Sunday church person, so he's not going to be going to church every Sunday with her, and he doesn't mind if the kids decide to go to church with her. But Nkechi is saying that besides wanting the kids going to church with me, there's also the place of you coming along with us, that's me and the kids, to church, because the kids see that when they are going, they watch, they don't just do what I say. So she's concerned about the fact that the kids may grow up and then they will start asking her questions like, oh, why is daddy not coming to church? And that is one of her concerns. Then if you know, Jay stays in Port Harcourt while Nkechi stays in Lagos. So Nkechi is like, you are going to come to to Lagos. And Jay is like, no, you will come to Port Harcourt, because he said he cannot deal with Lagos traffic. Anytime he comes to visit, he just tells himself like, man, I cannot deal with this Lagos traffic, I cannot stay in Lagos. And he's talking about the fact that Nkechi is going to leave her job. So I now asked him, she's leaving her job, is it that you already have another job for her? What's the plan? Why do you think she's leaving her job, or she's not going to be in that job? So we're going back and forth. The bottom line is that they've not really settled their location, they've not settled their faith. According to Jay, he just wants his kids to be kind, to love people, treat people like humans, and that is what matters to him. They not talked about kids. Jay said he wants 3 kids maximum, while Nkechi said she wants 4. She's like, she wants 2 sets of twins. Jay is like, no, he wants 3, and it's 3 they're going to have. Auntie said, what if she now has her 2 sets of twins? He said, no, that is not going to happen. She now asked that, okay, do you have any twin in your family? He said, Jay said his sister even has triplets. So like, so what are you saying? So what if she now has 2 sets of twins? What are you going to do? He said it's not going to happen. It has always worked for him that the things that he wants or wishes is what happens, so it's not going to happen. I-Tricia told them that they should go and settle their everything, because from the conversation she had with them, it is obvious that they are not settled and they need to talk about stuff. Moving on to the next thing that now happened though. These were the couples that she spoke with in the house today and all. But now showed Presh and David, that's Presh David. They were having a conversation. This conversation started like before, I feel like when we're listening to what Auntie was saying. But now the continuation of the conversation is that she's not going to talk to Rosie until the day she's leaving the house. And the reason why she's going to forgive Rosie is because the message from home said that either is her mom or her parent figure said she should forgive Rosie. So she's like, even if she's going to forgive Rosie, she's not going to be talking to her that there's no need in this house, this, that. I really don't understand what the beef is with Presh and Rosie, but I don't get why she's trying to prolong it and extend it. Is it that she's trying to prolong it so that she and Rosie will not now be talking, then David will not have access to Rosie? I really don't know, but please, I would like you to leave your comments below. But she said the time she's going to talk to Rosie is either when she comes out of the house or when she's on her way out of the house. That's when she's going to talk to Rosie to make Rosie know that she has forgiven Rosie and all. But for inside this house, she's not going to talk to Rosie, and I don't know why. So if you know why, if you know the conversation that ensued that led to this, please, I would like you to leave it below. Let us gist. So the next sweet thing that now happened in the house was our Obi, who are the lovebirds in the house, the pastor and pastor missus, So there has been this, argument and friction that has been going on with Abi and Obi, yeah? And this is because Obi has been complaining that Abi doesn't say sorry when she does something wrong, and Abi has acknowledged the fact that yes, she doesn't say sorry, and she said she's learning to say sorry because it has become a habit or something that she has formed over time. So she's trying to work on it. So Kachi and Rosie came up with a plan for her. They all planned that they were going to have a dinner. So you needed to see this lovely dress that Abi wore, sparkling, glittering everywhere. She now glammed herself up, makeup on fleek. She now went outside to the courtyard, set up the table, cups, drinks. Then she had prepared Bolanle to come and serve them, bring the first meal, then the second meal. So when she was setting up the table, Chivia was there. So Sylvia and Chidi now started helping her. No, put the coke this way, no, put it that way. They were just really excited for her that she was doing that. She was nervous because she was trying to surprise Obi. She said she didn't want to tell him to dress up so he wouldn't suspect that something is happening. So she now asked Chivia to help her call Kachi or Rosie to bring Obi out. So they just say, let's go to the courtyard now. I want to show you something. Abi, let's They deceived him and brought him out. By the time he came out, you need to see his reaction. He was so surprised, and it was amazing. It was good to watch. It felt so genuine, and I really would love for them to, express this love that they are feeling and just put this energy more to love than to emotional crying and quarreling and arguments all the time. I really enjoyed their session today, because after she had set the table, Ike and Bolale were the ones that I came to serve. Ike was just forming some Chinese restaurants, steward that was coming to, I'm ready, your meal is here, your chicken sauce and bambolindo drink. Isha was, trying to lighten up the place. Kachi on the other hand was just overdoing things, say, can I serve you? He was not pouring the drink for Abi, poured Obi's drink for him as well. It was just so nice. The good thing that happened was that Abi now started apologizing. I'm sorry for not saying sorry to you. As Obi was eating, she now started praying for him. Oh, I pray for you that you will this, you will that. Now started bringing love on him. Oh, you are my choco, you are my love, you are my this, you are my that. She was just saying things like this, like I am unapologetically in love with you. I say, Kukumate, go and shoot me. But the thing that as she was talking, of course, she was crying. Obi was like, don't cry, hold yourself, don't cry. She's not like, I'm trying, I'll try not to cry. But yeah, she tried. She didn't really cry like that. So she was kneeling down. Obi was like, no, you don't have to kneel down to apologize to me. Don't ever try it again in your life. I was like, why is Abi now doing dramatic in this part? Why are you kneeling down? What? Anyway, Obi now told her to stand up, that she never kneel down to him again. So that she kneels down to her God, she kneels down to her mom, she kneels down to her pastor. But yeah, that she wants to add Obi to that list because Obi is a man. I'm like, Auntie, calm down. But anyways, they had a good time. They talked. After everything, Obinna started asking her, how did I get here? Like, how do I even deserve you? You know, what do you want? Tell me what it is you want. She was like, I just want you to be yourself for me. He's like, no, tell me what you want. You know, I started praying for her. He said, see, men will love you. They will only express love to you. Anybody that brings hate to you with this, oh, I pray that this, you know, Sha was praying over her like that this, anybody that tries to, my sister, I be my brother, let's live love. Love is sweet. When money enter, love is sweeter. Yeah, before I go and turn to the video. Anyway, so that was what Sha happened though. It was so nice. Then I said, oh, let them go inside and thank everybody that was a part of the whole process and all. The Sha kept chicken for Ike to go and give to him. Only for them to show. I don't understand why Teresa is upset. According to her, because of the nominations, she feels like OBAB were giving her some negative energy. And Ike was trying to explain to her that, see, babe, there's no negative energy anywhere. If you say there's no energy at all, maybe they are not as, you know, responsive and all that as before, I'll say okay, no energy, good. But that they are giving you negative energy, I don't think there is, because we are just vibing, everybody is okay. You are the one that you are just thinking things in your head. She's like, no, I know what I'm saying, they are giving me negative energy. She just kept going on and on about the fact that he shouldn't have gone to, you know, be with them, play with them, or even serve them, or put his business in their business. He's like, no, you won't tell me that. I'm glad I did what I did, and if we are going to take me back in time, I'm still going to do it. She was so upset that he should apologize. He said he's not going to apologize for it, or that he knows what he did and he's going to do it again. That she should just calm down, that nobody is beefing and nobody is giving her any negative energy. If she feels that there is an energy, then she should go and talk to them. But she said she's not going to talk to them, that if they feel like there's something, then they should come and talk to her. Just as they were arguing back and forth, that's how Obinna came in with the chicken that they had kept for him. So when they gave him the chicken and left, and how was it? How did it go? It was not like, oh, it was nice, it was sweet. They not tell Teresa that, you see, him bringing chicken to me out of his way, left the lounge, left the kitchen, brought the chicken to me here. They're making efforts. They are trying to let you know that, see, there's no hard feeling. So I don't know where you're getting all this your vibe from, Sha. Then now Sha talked, and I explained to her that she should calm down. There's no need for, you know, beef and all that. So guys, I would like for us to have this conversation below, you know, on the comment section. You know how we do it now. What do you think about Arnold? I feel like Arnold is in a process, like he's processing things, like he's, I don't know, there's this guilt, I feel so, but I may be wrong, but he has not been out there recently, and I feel like it's because of what happened on Sunday about that tax question. So yes, let me know what you think about Presh as well, and let me know what you think about Teresa. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, please. Thank you. If you're yet to subscribe, subscription is free. Click on the red button below. I'm going to see you on my next one, guys. Bye.